I think we have a happy home for your rabbit.
I think so too. It looks good.
So Kayla's rabbit's been living in this very not good little rabbit hutch. So this is probably gonna go to the trash. And now we have something nice and new. Something bigger, and she's got room to run around a little bit.
Barely get any green by here.
Can you, okay, so put some in the bottom too, Kayla. Put her food on the bottom underneath? Or you gonna put it in her?
Put it inside.
Her water. Is she gonna bite you?
No.
I wanna get it. We need to get her nails clipped. She is a fat rabbit.
Really bad.
So we have one rabbit hutch nestled nicely up there in the landscaping underneath the roof, and nice and secure and out of the way of everything. The only thing I wish I had was one more of these things. Now it's Summer's turn to get her rabbit in here so we can make some room for some baby chicks. Okay, you get it right now. That's dirty. Needs a haircut. All right.
You can't let him in the naked part.
New home. Come on.
Hey, why'd you leave him in the thing? Why'd you put him in there without
All right, Summer, go get some wood chips, some wood shavings, and we'll fill up the tray. Settle down. Okay, one at a time.
Two at a time.
Look at that. Okay, so that's 3.
There's more chickens.
Some white ones. That one looks like a rooster. It's already got a comb.
Yeah.
I bet you it is. Oh, this is the one with the eye. It's, oh. Bring him over here.
You dropped the baby chicken, Dad.
There's a lot of dark ones. A lot of barred rock in them. Okay. All right, so we have the kind of the petting zoo set up back here. You come off of the deck, and we've got one of the girls' rabbits. This is Summer's rabbit, Ted. And then up the hill here, we have Jasmine. This is Kayla's rabbit. And so these little, so I'll leave a link to the these little coops or this company, Ava Tuvin. This is probably the best one of these pre-built little shelters that I have seen. So they use a lot better cleaning trays, which is one of the biggest problems. They actually have a plastic coating on the clean out trays. And then these actually have a spring-loaded latch, which is really nice. So I don't know, they're just a nicer quality deal. And these things actually last a long time, you know, and they have, this company actually has a ton of different options. They have full-size chicken coops. They have all kinds of different things. So these are good, and I'll link to these. But moving the rabbits over here has freed up our other 2 older chicken coops that we pre-bought when we first moved in here. Little pre-built deals here. So that one and this one. So now we were able to move our separate out our baby chicks. So we just have 3 hens in here that are living together, and as soon as they get kind of used to living together and they're getting in the coop at night, we'll open the door, and every day we let them out. They'll free range out here and then go back in at night. And then in here we have all of our baby chicks. So these guys will keep them kind of cooped up in here for a little bit of time until they get used to living in the coop, and then we'll open the door, and same thing, we'll let them out underneath the coop so they have access to this part and then the part underneath until they get big enough to free range around without getting hurt or anything like that. So probably be another month or two before we let them free range. But in here for them, we just have one of them little chicken feeders. I think that was an Amazon purchase or a Family Farm and Home or TSC. One of these little waters. I just got this one off of Amazon. These are the best for these baby chicks, and you know, I keep it up in the nesting box area. It actually helps prevent them from scratching a bunch of wood chips into the water, which is nice. And then I just threw a shop light in here, work light. That's not a heat lamp or anything, it's an LED bulb. Just gives them a little bit of extra light in here. They just get used to that, and then it'll help them learn to get back in the coop when we start letting them out during the day. So we have 9 baby chicks. So this is the mom, and she actually sat on these, all those baby chicks, and hatched them out naturally in this little coop. She went broody and started sitting on a pile of eggs, and we left them in there, and lo and behold, she hatched out some healthy babies for us. So we actually used to have a rooster named Thor here, and unfortunately he is the father of all these baby chicks, but he must have been here enough to fertilize, you know, those eggs through, you know, with the hen when they were laid. But sometime in that period, he unfortunately got taken by a predator. We didn't get out here to close them up early enough, and they were out here in the dark, and they had a bad habit of roosting on top of the coop, and I had to go and bring them in the coop because we didn't have a light in there. And before I was able to correct that behavior, lo and behold, the predator got him. So it was sad. He was a good rooster for us for many years, but I'm sure we'll have some more roosters of his sons in here that will raise up and be part of the flock. And then behind us in the petting zoo, we've got 2 pastures. We have this one that has a little calf hut in it. This is for mama and the babies. So we've got 3 baby goats that will be up for sale here pretty soon, these 3 bucklings. We can weather those also, and we'll sell them as pets or breeding stock. We've got Adam back there. He's actually in a separate little pasture in the back in the woods there. And then soon, all of these things, these little coops and shelters, are to buy us time to get this little stone chicken coop done. Right, Goaty? This is Goaty McGoatface. Never let YouTube name your goat. So this stone chicken coop has been a work in progress. We've had I'll release some videos on some things that have been going on around here that have delayed that, but we're making progress on this thing, and we'll get this thing built. We've got about another 3 feet to go around there, and then we'll be done with stonework, and then we'll be putting a floor in it and some walls on the top part and a roof and stuff like that. So got a few more days of work left on it, that's for sure. All the food and everything, all the supplies and kind of junk, I guess, but these trash cans all have different feeds in them: goat feed, baby chick feed, which is like the grower food, high protein stuff, and we've got regular chicken food with the egg layers that has the calcium in it, and then we've got the rabbit food. And those trash cans work great. Raccoons can't get in them. We've never had any issues with animals getting in those things and messing with anything. Now, bear or something, of course, could do that. If you have bears in your area, you don't want to do that, but works good for us. And so, of course, we have the milking stanchion out here. We can easily take mama right out the door here and bring her over to milk her there. And then we've been trying out this duck water, and it's actually, I think this has been working pretty good. So the duck is just they're dirty eaters and drinkers, and so this thing has 3 little drinking spots on it, and we just stick one of them through the fence. The duck will drink out of it, make a mess of it, and then I can just take it out, spin it, and clean out the cup. So it's got these little grates in it, so all the duck likes to take the junk off the ground, bugs and dirt and mud, and stick it in the water and filter through it for food, and it just makes a mess of everything. So you kind of take these out, you can kind of scoop that out, you can tip it and wash the water out of it, and then that's usually good for the day. And this usually lasts a couple days full. So but it's been working pretty good, and the duck uses it, so that's a win. These chickens over here, they have two Farmer Brad. I've partnered with him for years, and he's provided us with several different feeders and waters. These are two of the options. So this one here is a little chicken feeder, and basically you can build these with PVC pipe in that, but it's got a PVC pipe 90 down, and it's left about this far off the bottom, and so the feed gets around underneath it. And so we just come and fill this up. This has kept predators out and everything. We haven't had any issues with that. And then you can see they have access to stick their heads in there and get feed out that way, and that's been working really well. This water is an automatic water. It's hooked up to the hose. It's got a little float valve in there, and they drink off of the sides of it. These little chicken drippers, chicken nipples. You can see one just drinking off of it now. So this works really well, obviously. And this is actually a heated option, and so this will go all winter. Now, of course, I can't leave the hose hooked up in the winter, but it will. I can just fill it. I just bring a bucket of water out here and fill it on the top and plug it in, and it keeps thawed, and they can use it all winter. And this has kind of been my makeshift little hose solution. We have a hose that's run. There's no water on the side of the house, so we have a hose that's run out to the back of the house, and this comes up to these diverters. Now these, if you're gonna buy these diverters or these splitters, these hose splitters, get these ones, the brass ones with the plastic handles are fine. They do make some with brass handles also. The handle part is replaceable, but the valve on the inside, these are easy to turn, and that's the key. They're very easy to turn off and on. The valves inside of these are high quality, and so I highly recommend these. I've got several brass 2-ways and these 4-ways, and I've had them for years. They work great. So just a little tour of the SSL Family Farm Woodland Homestead Petting Zoo. Whatever you want to call it. These little pre-built shelters have been a huge help for us. As time permits, we're going to be building a lot better shelters and adding pastures and cutting down trees and clearing things out, and it just takes time. And so these little pre-built shelters for the rabbits and for chickens and as brooders and other things, they're great and they're handy. So hopefully you enjoyed the little tour today. Of course, subscribe if this is your first time to the SSL Family Dad channel. Lots more to come up. Lots of repairs to do in the house still. Lots of the chicken coop build will continue. It's going to be a lot of fun once we get a little more progress done on that. And lots more to come. Caring for animals and preserving food coming up and other things. And so stick around for that. Hit thumbs up on today's video, of course. If you have not done that already, it makes a big difference for us. I always appreciate it. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.